Y'all know before we answer my for lifestyle that. Hope you guys having a blessed day. Make sure you subscribe to that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Now, Six So Cool continues to say he moves on in his relationships and he doesn't want to deal with any drama, but all the while throwing dirt on his ex's name. He been doing this with Charlene. He did this with Nike, Samantha, etc. And it's just sad to me that he always acts like he's not the one causing the drama, but he is the one devising the schemes and the plans and the tactics behind the scenes. And it's just starting to just become apparent to everyone else. They're realizing that Chase So Cool is just so inconsistent and his lies catch up to him. Let's get right into the video.
So previously, I spoke on CJ So Cool having a new girlfriend named Mabel. Now, ever since CJ So Cool and Mabel got together, CJ has been shading LexI. Now, I also spoke on some messages being leaked, and in these messages, LexI is claiming that CJ has put hands on her. Now, as you can,
And I believe this is something that's common with CJ, right? If you look at his history and the commonality between what he likes to create a competition between the women that he's dealing with. And he does it in such a way that he tries to literally alleviate himself from the situation and act like he had nothing to do with it, all the while he created that quarreling between the others. Just like he was seeing Nike while he was with Royalty. It's the same contrast here. But when you look at this situation with LexI, he's just playing her just like he did everyone else in terms of making them feel jealous or bitter because they had some lack thereof, but all the while it's really him. He just can't find peace within himself. He needs something that is a distraction, someone who causes some type of, I would say, delusion for him that he can just relish in, right? And it's just truly sad. And that's why he decided to go after this woman. And I don't know her situation. It's all alleged. Who knows? At the end of the day, he does kiss and tell. So there could be some truth to her being like somebody who's been evicted and she, finally got on her feet and whatever the case may be. But who knows the truth? But it's just a lot of shit that just weird.
can see LexI is in the gray. Now, this person stated, CJ has no right disrespecting you because you've been there for him. LexI states, I was down for him even when he had $0 recently. She states, I was down for him even when he put hands on me. I was down for him even when he pillow talked to other bees. He's a clown, but I'm not responding. He can have fun with the ipper who got.
It's funny how people say they're not responding all the while messaging someone just so they can leak it. It's the tactics. See, people got to pay attention to things. A lot of people try to use methods and in order to basically take themselves out of the situation as if they had nothing to do with it. A lot of people do that. They hide their hand, but they want these things to be brought to light. The whole reason for her probably doing these Instagram messages, whatever the case may be, and I'm gonna say alleged, is for them to be released. There wasn't to be hidden. Why would you just message somebody this shit and act like they wasn't gonna put it out? Get the heck out of here. This is all a setup. And now CJ putting hands on her, based off of the relationship he had with Royalty and other women, nobody has ever once said that about CJ. That's one thing I'm gonna say. Nobody never really had any evidence. You got a lot of people online, that's YouTubers, etc., that can show pictures and have evidence. A woman just take a picture of her face and say, "Look," or anything on their body and say, "Look at this." And that has not been the case with CJ. Now, when I put it past them, no, ain't nobody is completely and utterly out of the range of doing something that can be DV because it's an emotional thing, and a lot of people that are overly emotional can instantly get in a situation like that, man or woman. But I don't know. To me, that is a statement from a woman who just got left and he got with another woman and he has enough status in order to pull another chick, even though he said he'll never date single mothers again. That's what he did. But when you look at it from this perspective, you got to look at it with a grain of salt because if it's true and she's a Caucasian woman, I mean, anything on that woman's body can be shown. I mean, you can take a picture and be like, look at this. Cause they skin turn red immediately. I mean, you ain't even gotta wait on that motherfucker to start swelling up. Let's go.
Evicted. Now, Lexi claims his girlfriend Mabel got evicted in April, but it appears that she has her own place now. But she also spills more tea. She also states they need a bigger house. That house he's in is in foreclosure. So now, if what Lexi is stating is true, CJ may not be in that house for much longer. Now, CJ has responded to these allegations.
We already knew in terms of Shit So Cool being in that house. Because at the end of the day, he was already on the decline. When he kicked Nike back to Gary and his daughter and Tavy, you got to think about it. If you got all this money, why would you need to move into the same house that you reserved for them? And then you decided to, you know, reside there afterwards. That's nonsense. CJ's been on the decline. He knows that. And it's gonna be made apparent when he has to move from there. And then he gonna keep making excuses. Oh, the house is nobody needs all that space. I thought you said you ain't need all that space last time. And now it's gonna keep getting smaller and smaller. It's gonna become one of them situations unless he figures out a way in order to get in a better situation. But I don't know, it's weird. He no longer posts on that So Cool world. And he's back on the Say So Cool channel as if I guess he worked out a deal with them. Who knows? But like I said, she in any ordeal doesn't have to just say that because her being Caucasian, bruises, anything will show on her. And all she gotta do is just put a picture out. If he really this, that, and the third, why are people always talking, but there's never nothing happening? That's the thing that bothers me in situations. If you're gonna say something, make a claim about someone, please let it be legitimate and it has actual proof. Other than that, people gonna keep saying, well, it's going on, it's going on, it's going on. How long is it fucking go on for?
Now, someone left a comment underneath his video and said, CJ, I don't believe you put hands on Lexi. She is lying. No Christmas gifts, Lexi. She needs her mama's bills paid. She mad about that money. CJ responds with, I don't hit women. So if this is being said by her, shame on her for lying on my name. Well, it doesn't appear that these messages were altered. I received video footage from the person that actually reached out to Lexi. And as you can see, when she clicks on the messages and goes to the page, it's very much so Lexi's page. So,
and let me tell you why people start deactivating. To me, it comes off guilty. Like, you know that you're on some false shit. Like, you ain't being real. If you're the real person and your claims are legitimate, you wouldn't fucking deactivate your page because somebody moved on from you who you can easily block. That is strange to me. I don't know. I don't be feeling that shit. And then on top of that, Lexi has a very questionable past at the end of the day, which, a lot of people have alleged that she's a carpet walker. So her calling that girl a stripper, whatever case may be, I mean, shit, what's the difference? If that man well, let him like what he like. I just don't think he should be introducing strippers and shit like that to the kids. Now that's out of pocket. That's out of place. But let me know what you guys think about in the comments. And I'm up out of there.